Victory Hill and Charlie Ross. Dart Common with Tony Haig. Cherry Twist with Ross McDonald. Super Sip Gary Vincent. Hillwind Rebel Colleen Clancy. Bretamite Paul Banks. Richie's TC with Randy Phillips. Dandelion with Tom Mason. The Last Tycoon with Lonnie Stokes. Here they come. They're often going to the top. It is a Cherry Twist. Then up in the inside, Victory Hill going through takes the lead. Victory Hill and Cherry Twist. The Last Tycoon is on the rail and racing a third. Going up on the outside, three wide, Super Sip. Dandelion is fifth on the rail. Hillwind Rebel, Bretamite. Then Richie's TC and Dart Common on the run. They go to the quarter. Pacing out on top now, it is Cherry Twist and Victory Hill. On the outside, Super Sip hangs third. Quarter 34-2. And around the top turn. Pacing out on top, it is Cherry Twist. Victory Hill second. Super Sip third on the outside. Dandelion racing fourth with cover. The Last Tycoon fifth on the rail. Hillwind Rebel, Richie's TC, and Bretamite. And Dart Common has pulled up. They come racing on through the stretch, racing for the half. Cherry Twist on the outside. Super Sip challenging. They're neck and neck. Dandelion uptight third on the outside. Victory Hill has fourth. The Last Tycoon, Richie's TC, Hillwind Rebel, and the half was in 103-3, and Bretamite now trails. Around the turn they go to the 5/8, pacing on top. Cherry Twist a half length. Super Sip racing second. Victory Hill third. Then it is Dandelion. Richie's TC moves out three wide. Going on from fifth is now fourth, and going on is now third. Racing on to second. Cherry Twist the leader. Richie's TC now second. Victory Hill has third. Super Sip starts to let go. Moving up on the outside, Bretamite gets to fourth. The Last Tycoon now fifth. Then Super Sip, Dandelion, Hillwind Rebel. Coming to the 7/8, the leader still Cherry Twist. Richie's TC driving second. Bretamite a strong third coming on. Heading home, Cherry Twist, Richie's TC, Bretamite. Up strong on the outside. The Last Tycoon swinging out. It is going to be Cherry Twist. Here they are at the line. Cherry Twist, Bretamite. Then Victory Hill. The time for the mile, 2:10-1. Parading now, the unofficial winner of the 11th race, number 3, Cherry Twist. Bay pacing mare 6. She is by Rupert Park from Cherry Brandy. Owned by Tony Damon of Hampton, trained by Doug Falcons. Ross McDonald driving. The mare gets her 9th winning trip this season, this afternoon, 2:10-1. Race out of the 11th race, now official. Victory Hill was third. Dart Common did not finish. Cherry Twist, your race winner. Super Sip was 8th. Hillwind Rebel 6th. Bretamite was 2nd. Richie's TC was 4th. Dandelion 7th. The Last Tycoon was 5th. With a field of 8 approaching the top of the stretch. Reddy Royce has been scratched. There's Gordy Lehigh and Ross McDonald. Bianca Susie P. with Jody Hennessy, General Fast, and Steve Mahar. Crafty Star with Rod Kokan. Jill Mack with Randy Phillips. Harmony Greenwood, John Davidson. J.G. with Wally Hennessy, and Hold the Line with Doug Falcons. And here they come. They're often going to the top from the outside. Now up on the inside goes General Fast pacing on top, and Fiacca Susie B. up on the inside. She's racing second. They're battling neck and neck as they race on by the 8th pole. Fiacca Susie B. General Fast now on the outside. Fiacca Susie B. racing second. Crafty Star drives up third. Hold the Line his 4th. Jill Mack on the move from 5th. Then it is Harmony Greenwood and J.G. and the trailer Gordy Lehigh. Quarter 30 3/5, and they race around the top turn. Pacing out on top, General Fast leads by 2. Fiacca Susie B. has 2nd. Crafty Star racing 3rd. Jill Mack hangs 4th. And they spring off the top turn now. Come on through the stretch. They've raced to the half. General Fast shows the way. Fiacca Susie B is second. Crafty Star at third. Then it is a Hold the Line fourth. Jill Mac, Harmony, Greenwood, J.G. Gordy, Lehigh trails by that half. 101 and 3. And around the turn they go, driving to the 5/8. Up front and cutting it out, it is General Fast, a length and a half. Fiacca Susie B racing a second. Crafty Star driving a third. Hold the Line is fourth. Harmony, Greenwood driving up fifth. Then it is J.G. Gordy, Lehigh, Jill Mac. On to the 3/4, General Fast, a length and a half. Fiacca Susie B racing a second. Crafty Star third. Harmony, Greenwood drives a fourth. J.G. now fifth. 3/4, 133 and 3. Round the top turn, General Fast, a length and a half. Fiacca Susie B racing a second. Crafty Star, Harmony, Greenwood, J.G. Hold the Line, Gordy, Lehigh swinging home. General Fast, Fiacca Susie B, Harmony, Greenwood, J.G. coming on. It is General Fast, and here they are at the line. General Fast, J.G., Fiacca Susie B, and Harmony, Greenwood is fourth. The time for the mile, 2:05 and 1. And parading now, the unofficial footer of the 6th race, number 4, General Fast. Bay pacing horse, 7 years, by Fast Clip from Nova Lobel. On by Ron Petley of Hampton, trained and driven by Steve Mahar. The horse gets his 6th winning trip this season, and it's his fastest tonight, 2:05 and 1. That completes a driving triple so far tonight for Steve Mahar, winning the first race with Wicked Sip, winning the 5th with Golden Fella, completing his triple now with General Fast. The race out of the 6th race now, official, ready, Royce Scratch. Gordy, Lehigh, 6th. Fiacca Susie B was 3rd. General Fast, your race winner. Crafty Star, 7th. Jill Mac was 8th. Harmony Greenwood, 4th. J.G. was 2nd. Hold the Line, 5th. Race times quarter, 30 and 3/5. The half, 101 and 3. 3/4, 133 and 3. Time for the mile, 2:05 and 1. First half of your twins right. It is Saturday, August 23rd, 68th day of racing. APR first race approaching top of the stretch. AC's Peter and Charlie Ross. Minji Special, Steve Mahar. Cherry Twist, Doug Falcons. Match Jet, Herman Renault. Times 2, Jody Hennessy. Glenn Cross, Sam Hodgins. Satara, Mark Collett. Gambling Doug with Wally Hennessy. Here they come. They're off, and Cherry Twist quickly goes to the top. Then AC's Peters on the inside. Racing a second up from the far outside. Gambling Doug drives on. Wings on to second now. AC's Peter racing third. Minji Special has 4th. Then it is a Match Jet times 2, Satara. And Glenn Cross trails, and they go up the backstretch, race on to the quarter. And pacing out on top, it is Gambling Doug now moving out a length. Cherry Twist is racing a second. AC's Peter his 3rd. 4 lengths back to Minji Special, racing a 4th. Match Jet times 2, Satara and Glenn Cross. They were by the opening quarter, 30 and 3/5 and around the top turn. Gambling Doug, the leader, a length. Cherry Twist laying a second. AC's Peter has a 3rd. Minji Special closing the gap a bit in 4th, and they swing through the stretch and come driving onto the half. Pacing out on top, Gambling Doug. Cherry Twist is 2nd. AC's Peter 3rd. Minji Special comes up on the outside now, racing 4th. Behind him with cover goes times 2, then Match Jet, Satara, and Glenn Cross. They were by the half, 102 and 3. Around the turn, they raced now to the 5/8. It is Gambling Doug a length. Minji Special on the outside gets to 2nd. Cherry Twist 3rd in the rail. They're by the 5/8, and it's on to the 3/4, and it's Gambling Doug. Minji Special on the outside. Then Cherry Twist is racing 3rd. Times 2 is 4th. AC's a Peter, Satara, Match Jet, Glenn Cross trails as they race on by the 3/4. They were by that marker, 35 and 1. They're neck and neck battling for the lead into the top turn. Gambling Doug now a length, and Mingy Special on the outside second. Cherry Twist looks for room is third, times 2 is fourth. AC's Peter swinging home. It is Gambling Doug with Mingy Special driving second. Cherry Twist coming up on the inside. It is going to be Gambling Doug, and here they are at the line. Gambling Doug, Cherry Twist, Mingy Special. AC's Peter is fourth, and the time for the mile, 2:05 and 4. And parading now, the unofficial winner of our first race, number 8, Gambling Doug. Chestnut Pacing Gelding, 6 years, but Valdez Hanover from Johnson's Tammy, owned and trained by Bernie Charlton of Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia, for Wally Hennessy driving. The horse gets his 6th winning trip this season this afternoon, 2:05 and 4. The result of the first race, now official. AC's Peter was 4th, Mingy Special 3rd, and Cherry Twist was 2nd, Matt's Jet 6th, times 2 was 5th, Glen Cross 8th, Cetera 7th, Gambling Doug, your race winner, times quarter 30 and 3/5, the half 102 and 3, the 3/4 135 and 1, and the mile 2:5 and 4. Quinella 3/8 paid 46.40. Triacta 8.32 paid 157.20. And we're all set now for our second race, approaching the top of the stretch of Field of 8. There's Overdue Bill with Lonnie Stokes, Victorious Bill with Ivan Davies, Skipton D and John Davies, Asian Senator with Ross McDonald, Banquet Boy with Wally Hennessy, Baron Van Munching with Rod Morrison, Kaworth the Tycoon and Millet Kuglin, Charlotte's Ranger John Davidson. Here they come. Clear off, and Asian Senator wings forward, takes the lead on the outside. Overdue Bill racing on the inside is a second. Banquet Boy drives up a third. Then Victorious Bill has a fourth. Kawartha Tycoon moving a fifth. And Skipton D, Baron Van Munching, Charlotte's Ranger trails. Banquet Boy going for and takes the lead now as they race out of the quarter. Banquet Boy and Asian Senator and Overdue Bill is third. Victorious Bill racing fourth. Then Kawartha Tycoon, Skipton D that goes. Charlotte's Ranger, Baron Van Munching trails. They were by the quarter 30 and 4 around the top turn. Banquet Boy leads by 2. Asian Senator second. Then it is Overdue Bill and Victorious Bill, and they swing on by the 3/8 pole, and here they come. Through the stretch, they're driving on to the half. Up front and cutting it out, it is Banquet Boy. Asian Senator racing second. Here comes Victorious Bill. Up on the outside, going to third. Overdue Bill is a fourth. Kawartha Tycoon, then Charlotte's Ranger. Then Skipton D and Baron Van Munching. They were by the half and 3. Around the turn, they've raced to the 5/8 and Banquet Boy, the leader. Victorious Bill on the outside. They're neck and neck as they race on by the 5/8 on to the 3/4. Victoria Bill goes to the top. Victorious Bill and Overdue Bill going up on the outside, racing on now to second. Banquet Boy has third. Asian Senator out from fourth and rushing on as they race on by the 3/4 by that marker in 134 and 3 and around the top turn. It is Overdue Bill and Victorious Bill. He's on the inside. Asian Senator on the outside. Banquet Boy. They swing for home, and the two Bills battling neck and neck. Overdue Bill now pulling away. Overdue Bill, Victorious Bill, Asian Senator, and Skipton D coming on, and at the line it is Overdue Bill. Gonna be tight for second between Victorious Bill and Asian Senator, and Skipton D gets fourth. The time for the mile, 2:06. And parading now, the unofficial winner of our second race, number 1, Overdue Bill, the brown pacing gelding. He is 4 years. He's by Mount Airy Bill from Tammy Blackyard. Owned and trained by Lloyd Denton of Fredericton, Lonnie Stokes driving. The horse gets his first winning trip this season, and he steps to a new win race bracket of 2:06. The result of the second race now, official Overdue Bill. Your first winner, Victorious Bill, third. Skipton D was fourth. Asian Senator, second. Banquet Boy was sixth. Baron Van Munching was eighth. Kawartha Tycoon, fifth. Charlotte's Ranger, seventh. Race times quarter 30 and 4. Top of the stretch, there's Miramichi Dash with Tony Watson. Tarport Laura, Elmore White, Pure Smoke, Wally Hennessy. Joy Down, Steve Mason, Mormac Dinah, Colleen Clancy. Nightly Blue Girl with Ron Robertson, French Lynx with Charlie Ross. Tobic Pride and Herm Renault and Irish Mindy with Phil Sowers, and here they come. Clear off Pure Smoke, pacing at top, and Joy Down up forward on the outside. They're neck and neck into the turn. Nightly Blue Girl drives up on the outside, racing a third. They swing around the turn. Pure Smoke, the leader. Joy Down racing a second. Tarport Laura has moved up to third. Now Nightly Blue Girl 3 wide. Racing on to a third and up in between them. And racing a fourth goes Irish Mindy. And they're fanning out 3 wide now, neck and neck as they race on to the quarter. On the inside, it is Pure Smoke, and in between them now, Irish Mindy goes to the top. Irish Mindy outside of her, Nightly Blue Girl. Pure Smoke racing third. Joy Down is fourth at quarter 31. Round the top turn, they're neck and neck for the lead. Irish Mindy and Nightly Blue Girl on the outside. Neck and neck for the lead as they come working to the half, and Pure Smoke is third. Here comes Joy Down. Out racing on from fourth. Tarport Laura racing fifth. Then it is French Lynx. Then we go back a ways to Tobic Pride. Then Miramichi Dash and Mormac Dinah. And they were by the half in 103 and 1. Around the turn they raced to the 5/8. Pacing out on top, Nightly Blue Girl with Joy Down racing second. They are by the 5/8 and it's on to the 3/4 down. Nightly Blue Girl, Joy Down. Pure Smoke drives on to third, and there goes Joy Down out from second. Joy Down goes for and takes the lead. Nightly Blue Girl racing a second. Pure Smoke drives at third. French Lynx outside racing fourth. Irish Mindy fifth. Tarport Laura 135 and 2 by the 3/4, and they come to the 7/8. It is Joy Down. Leading by 3, Nightly Blue Girl, Pure Smoke, French Lynx. Swinging a 4 home, it is Joy Down. Nightly Blue Girl is second. Pure Smoke, French Lynx coming up on the outside is coming on. It is going to be Joy Down, and here they are at the line. Joy Down, French Lynx, Nightly Blue Girl, Pure Smoke gets fourth. The time for the mile, 2:07 and 3. Parading now the unofficial winner of the fourth. It is number 4, Joy Down. Brown pacing filly, 3 years, by Major League from Tarleton N. Owned by Milton Downey of St. John, trained and driven by Steve Mason. The filly gets her second winning trip this season, 2:07 and 3. The race out of the fourth now. Official Miramichi Dash was 7th. Tarport Laura 5th. Pure Smoke was 4th. Joy Down, your race winner. Mormac Dinah was 8th. Nightly Blue Girl 3rd. French Lynx was 2nd. Tobic Pride 9th. Irish Mindy 6th. Race times quarter 31 and 3/5. The half 103 and 1. 3/4 135 and 2. And the mile 2:07 and 3. Your Quinella 4 and 7 paid $42.70. Triacta 476 paid $114.60. And we're all set now for our 5th race with a field of 8 approaching the top of the stretch. There's Golden Follow with Ross McDonald. Tuxedos Thorpe, Bill Nicholson Jr. Valinda Pinder with Phil Sowers. Yankee Sealster, Ivan Davies. All the Glory with Steve Mahar. Tolan Hallover, Doug Beckwith. P.H. Burton with Wally Hennessy. Kilkerran Dancer with Phil Pinckney. Here they come. They're off, and Tuxedos Thorpe has the lead. Valinda Pinder in between horses, racing a second. Tolan Hallover wide, racing a third. Then Yankee Sealster goes to third, Tolan Hanover fourth, Golden Fellows racing fifth, and Tuxedo's Thorpe has rolled off stride. She is on the run, and Belinda Pinder goes to the top, and Yankee Sealster goes for it. Yankee Sealster takes it now as they race onto the quarter, and Tolan Hanover following him through. Tolan Hanover now second. He goes winging for the top, and they were by the opening quarter in 30 and 4/5 round the top turn. Tolan Hanover now the leader, Yankee Sealster second. Belinda Pinder has a third. Golden Fellows racing fourth. All the Glory, P.H. Bertin, Kilkerran Dancer, and Tuxedo's Thorpe out of contention. They've worked through the stretch, come driving to the half. It is Tolan Hanover. Then the Yankee Sealster second. Belinda Pinder is a third. Golden Fellow fourth. Then P.H. Bertin on the move, going on to fourth. There goes All the Glory, Kilkerran Dancer, and they go into the turn now, racing for the 5/8 by the half. 101 and 3. Pacing on top, it is Tolan Hanover. Tolan Hanover with P.H. Bertin up strong on the outside. Goes to the top. Tolan Hanover second. Yankee Sealster moving off the rail to challenge from third. Belinda Pinder fourth. All the Glory wide fifth. Then Golden Fellow, Kilkerran Dancer by the 3/4, 132 and 4. Into the top turn, it is P.H. Bertin. Yankee Sealster's racing a second. Tolan Hanover third. Belinda Pinder, All the Glory, Golden Fellow swinging home. P.H. Bertin with the Yankee Sealster driving a second. It is P.H. Bertin, Yankee Sealster, All the Glory coming on. Here they are at the line. P.H. Bertin, Yankee Sealster, All the Glory, and Belinda Pinder. The time for the mile, 2:03 and 2. And parading now, the unofficial winner of the fifth race. It is number 7, P.H. Bertin. A Bay Pacing Cove. He is 3 by Tarport Irvin from Hay Hill, Kelsey. On the Bertin, Cormier and Omer Casey of Gokan. Trained and driven by Wally Hennessy. The colt scores his 6th winning trip this season. He steps to a win race record of 2:03 and 2. His old mark was 2:05. Larry Sutton fifth is now official. Golden Fellow sixth. Tuxedo's Thorpe was 8th. Belinda Pinder fourth. Yankee Sealster second. All the Glory third. Tolan Hanover fifth. P.H. Bertin, your race winner. Kilkerran Dancer was 7th. The time's the quarter, 30 and 4/5. The half, 101 and 3. The 3/4, 132 and 4. Time for the mile, 2:03 and 2. Your Quinella 4 and 7 paid $88.10. And your Triactus 745 paid $348.10. We're all set for the 6th race now. Field of 9, approaching top of the stretch. Power on with Philip Morris, Marks, Chip, and Divan Davies. Champ Firo, Herman Renault, Bretamite, Paul Banks. Mormac Doris, Wayne Mahar, DJ's Max, Jody Hennessy. Horton Howell with Phil Sowers. Adio Stephen, Elmore White. Dalton Kemp with Wally Hennessy. Here they come. They're often pacing to the top. It is Mark's Chip up on the outside. Mormac Doris racing on second. Bretamite in between horses racing a third. Power on his fourth on the rail. Dalton Camp is racing a fifth. Champ Farrow's rough. Swinging by the 8th pole. They go on up the backstretch racing for the quarter. And pacing out on top, it is Mormac Doris. Then racing a second. Mark's a Chip. Bretamite has a third. Power on is fourth. Dalton Camp racing fifth. Champ Firo going up on the outside. That is DJ's Max. Then Horton Hal. And far back, Adio Stephen. And they raced on by the quarter. 32 and 2. Round the top turn, pacing on top. Mormac Doris. Champ Firo comes up on the outside, racing on the second. Then on the rail, Mark's Chip racing a fourth. Bretamite outside racing fifth. Through the stretch, they come to the half. Pacing on top, Mormac Doris with Champ Firo outside racing second. They're neck and neck as they come to the half. Bretta Might, at Mark's Chip, then Dalton Camp, and Power On, then DJ's Max, and Horton Hal. The half and 5 and 3. They swing into the turn now, go racing on to the 5/8, and pacing out on top. It is more Macadaris. Bretta Might between horses goes to second. Mark's Chip racing third. Champ Pyro wide racing fourth. Dalton Camp in between horses racing fifth. And going on quickly, he gets to third and is going on. A safe race on to the 3/4. More Macadaris the leader. Dalton Camp closing in on her racing second. Then DJ's Max is now third. Bretta Might to fourth. Champ Pyro. Mark's Chip. Horton Hal. Power On and Adio Stephen. 3/4, 36 and 4. By the 7/8, they head for home. It is more Macadaris with Dalton Camp up strong on the outside. More Macadaris is on the inside. Dalton Camp coming up on the outside. They're neck at neck right to the line, and here they are. Tight, looks like. More Macadaris. Dalton Camp, DJ's Max. The time for the mile, 2:07 and 3. In the photo for win number 5, more Macadaris, Bay Pacing mare 4, but John the Third from Rare Stone, owned, trained, and driven by Wayne Mahar of St. John. If she's declared the winner, she'll get a new record of 2:07 and 3, and also in the photo number 9, Dalton Camp. Brown Pacing colt 2 years by Easy Come, Easy Go, out of Skyline, Hanover. Owned by Ken Layden of Fredericton, trained and driven by Wally Hennessy. Waiting for a photo for win. Race out of the 6th race now. Official Power On was 7th. Mark's Chip 4th. Champ Pyro 5th. Bretta Might 6th. More Macadaris, your race winner. DJ's Max was 3rd. Horton Hal 8th. Adio Stephen was 9th. Dalton Camp 2nd. Times the quarter, 32 and 2. The half, 1:05 and 3. 3/4, 1:36 and 4. And the mile, 2:07 and 3. Your Quinella 5.9 paid $22. Triacta 5.96 paid $530.70. We've got to take a break from the afternoon action here at Exhibition Park. Want to tell you about the card coming up Monday night. That'll be tomorrow night for you. We have 2 features. The Atlantic Sire Stakes for 3-year-old pacing fillies are going for $8,750. Here's the field. We have 10. We have 11. There's Oblin Dawn, Siesta Night. You remember Siesta Night from winning the Rothman Sire Stakes for 3-year-old fillies here. Back on the July the 18th, she paced in 2, 2, and 3 that night over an off track. Then we have Island Governess. She finished second to her that night. Since then, she's won in 2:01 and 4 on the half-mile track at Fredericton. There's Some Nice, a winner last time out at Charlottetown, 2, 2, and 3. There's Sonica Savannah. There's Western Beauty, Merrily Finesse, Bibienne, Isle of Time. Now, she's the current Atlantic Sire Stakes champion. She won a trip in Charlottetown, 2 minutes and 4/5. Hidden Intentions is in here, and so is Charlotte's Reward. The cream of the crop from Maritime Breeding Farms with 3-year-old pacing fillies. You'll see them here tomorrow night. Then the Miss A.N.E. Invitational going for $5,000. Some of these horses later on in the week on Friday night you'll see in Provincial Cup 9. Here's the draw. Paris Dexter has the rail. He won his last 2 trips last week at Charlottetown in 2 minutes. There's Burner's Delight. He right now is the fastest in the Maritimes at a half-mile track at 1:58 and 2. There's Heels Lad, Big D, Mirage and N. Tobic Power coming back home. He's been racing at Boston. Last time out with 59 and 4. Town before that 58 and 4. There's Glengale Galaxy and there's Gemini Risk. Dandy racing for you Monday night. 12 races on the card, and you'll see that one Tuesday night here on Cable 6. Right now, let's get back to the afternoon action. We're all set now for the 7th race. Field of 9 approaching the top of the stretch. Taverns Down with Jody Hennessy. Brighton Maid Steve Mahar. Cynthia G. and Herm Renault. Revelry Inn with Steve Mason. Glencoe Tight Guy Doug Beckwith. 3D Dodger Tommy Mason. Amianto Stephen Trites. Charger Widower Wally Hennessy. Offshore Oil with John Davidson. And here they come. Clear off in 3. Deep Dodger wings 4 and has the lead. Brighton Maids in the inside, racing second. Amiantos drives up for the outside, racing on the third. Revelry in between horses is fourth. Tavern's Dan fifth. Charger Widower wide, racing is sixth. Offshore Oil, Cynthia Jean. Glencoe Tie Guy trails, and they race up the backstretch. Pacing out on top 3. Deep Dodger. Brighton Maid second. Amiantos gets to the rail now is third. Revelry Inn is fourth. Charger Widower fifth. Then the Tavern's Dan, Offshore Oil, Cynthia Jean, and Glencoe Tie Guy the quarter, 30 seconds. Round the top turn 3. Deep Dodger cuts it out. Brighton Maid a second. Amiantos is a third. Revelry Inn a fourth. Then Charger Widower, Tavern's Dan, Offshore Oil, Cynthia Jean, Glencoe Tie Guy. They come racing to the half. Up front 3, Deep Dodger. Brighton Maid a second. Amiantos up from the outside now to third. Then Revelry Inn, Charger Widower, Tavern's Dan. Then Cynthia Jean, Offshore Oil, Glencoe Tie Guy, the half, and 2 and 1. Around the turn they race to the 5/8. It is 3, Deep Dodger. Brighton Maid is back to second. Amiantos hangs a third. Revelry Inn is fourth. Charger Widower fifth. Tavern's Dan, Cynthia Jean, Offshore Oil, and Glencoe Tie Guy as they race on to the 3/4. Still, it is 3, Deep Dodger. Then Brighton Maid and Amiantos. Charger Widower, Tavern's Dan. 1:33 and 3 by the 3/4 round the top turn. It is 3, Deep Dodger. Brighton Maid, Amiantos. Charger Widower coming up on the inside. Tavern's Dan outside. Swinging home 3, Deep Dodger. Then Brighton Maid and Tavern's Dan coming on strong. 3, Deep Dodger now. Brighton Maid. Brighton Maid, here they are at the line. They're tight. Looks like maybe 3, Deep Dodger. Brighton Maid. Then Tavern's Dan. The time for the mile, 2:04 and 4. In the photo for Win, number 2, Brighton Maid. Brown pacing mare 6. She is by Shadydale Vision from Jan's Rebel. Owned and trained by Bob Fitzgerald of St. John. Steve Mahar driving. If she's declared the winner, she'll get a new record of 4 and 4. Also in the photo, number 6, 3D Dodger. Chestnut pacing gelding 8 by Lyndon Dodger from Golden Daily H. Owned by Glenn Hamilton of St. John. Trained by Gary Vincent. Tommy Mason gets driving this afternoon. If 3D Dodger is declared the winner, it'll be his fastest winning trip this year, the mile to 4 and 4. We're waiting for a photo for Win. Now the result of the 7th race now official. Tavern's Dan was third. Brighton Maid, your race winner. Cynthia Jean, fourth. Revelry Inn was ninth. Glencoe Tie Guy, seventh. 3D Dodger was second. Amiantos, fifth. Charger Widower, sixth. Offshore Oil was eighth. Times a quarter, 30 seconds. The half, 1:02 at 1. 3/4, 1:33 and 3. The mile, 2:04 and 4. A new win race record for Brighton Maid. Her old mark was 2:06. Your Quinella 2 and 6 paid $12.30. Triacta 261 paid $134.40. And we're all set now for the 8th race for the field of 5. Approaching the top of the stretch, we have Glengyle Major with Jody Hennessy, Freddie Dream with John Davidson, Turnlad Inn with Steve Downey, Jim and I Jewel with Steve Mahar, Heather LaBelle and Wally Hennessy, and here they come. They're off, and Freddie Dream goes to the top, and Glengyle Major's racing a second. Turnlad Inn has a third. Gemini Jewels racing fourth, and Heather LaBelle trails fifth as they swing around the turn, and Freddie Dream pacing on top. Leads now but 2 as they go by the 8th pole. Glengyle Major's racing second. Turnlad Inn his third. Gemini Jewel is fourth. Heather LaBelle trailing fifth as they race on to the quarter. Freddie Dream the leader but 2. Glengyle Major is racing second. Turnlad Inn has a third. Gemini Jewel is fourth. Heather LaBelle trailing fifth as they race on by the quarter in 30 and 2/5, and around the top turn they go. Freddie Dream, the leader, a length and a half, and Glengal Major racing a second. Tarlad N his third. Gemini Jewel is fourth. Heather Lobel trails as they swing off the top turn. Now come on through the stretch, and they race to the half, and it is Freddie Dream showing the way. Glengal Major is second. Tarlad N racing third. He's out to challenge. Then it is Gemini Jewel and Heather Lobel as they race on by the half in 102 and 2. They swing around the turn and go driving for the 5/8. Freddie Dream, the leader, a length. Tarlad N outside at the leader's wheel, racing a second. Glengal Major locked in third. Gemini Jewel outside, racing on fourth. Heather Lobel is fifth as they go to the three-quarters. They're neck and neck for the lead. Freddie Dream and Tarlad N. Then Glengal Major and Gemini Jewel and Heather Lobel trails fifth as they go by the three-quarters by that marker. 1:33 and 1. Round the top turn, Freddie Dream holding his lead ahead. Tarlad N is second. Glengal Major still locked in, looks for room. Gemini Jewel swings wide, is a fourth. Heather Lobel trails, they swing for home. Freddie Dream, Tarlad N. Then on the outside, Gemini Jewel and Glengal Major's on the inside, neck and neck to the line. It is tight, too tight to call. Tarlad N, Gemini Jewel, then maybe Glengal Major and Freddie Dream and Heather Lobel for fifth. The time for the mile, 2:03 and 3. Have a photo for win number 4, Gemini Jewel, brown pacing mare 5 by Widows Judd from Harvey's Jewel, owned by the Clonmel Stables of St. John, trained by Don Galbraith with Steve Mahar driving. And number 3, Tarlad N, a bay pacing gelding 10 by True Averill from Tarren, owned by Milton Downey of St. John, trained by Steve Mason with Steve Downey driving. Time for the mile, 2:03 and 3. We're waiting for a photo for win. And the result of the 8th race now official. Glengal Major was third. Freddie Dream fourth. Tarlad N second. Gemini Jewel, your race winner. Heather Lobel fifth. Race times quarter, 30 and 2/5. Half, 1:02 and 2. The three-quarters, 1:33 and 1. Time for the mile, 2:03 and 3. And your Quinella 3 and 4 paid $27.20. Your Triactive 431 paid $66.70. And we're all set now for the 9th race, the Atlantic Sire Stakes for 2-year-old pacing fillies, a purse of $7,900, a field of 10 approaching top of the stretch. Titled Blaze with Jody Hennessy, Chrissy's Pride and Elmore White, Glen Cove Alice with Keith Doyle, Hard Times and Phil Pinkney, Island Heather with Alaire Pino, Solar Night with Wally Hennessy, Esker Eve with Elton Miller, Kill Karen Elspeth with Dave Pinkney, Maritime Pipeline with Steve Mahar, DJ's Amy with Bill Hicken, and here they come. They're off. Titled Blaze of the leader. Chrissy's Pride racing second. Island Heather is 3 wide racing third. Solar Night 4 wide racing fourth. As they swing around the turn, and Titled Blaze pacing out on top, leads now but 2 lengths. Maritime Pipeline has moved up on the inside to second. Chrissy's Pride is third. Island Heather 3 wide, racing on from fourth. Then on the rail, DJ's Amy. Then it is a Solar Night, Kill Karen Elspeth, Glen Cove Alice, Hard Times, and Esker Eve trails as they race on by the quarter in 30 and 1/5. They swing around the top turn, pacing out on top, Island Heather but 2. Titled Blaze racing second. Maritime Pipeline third. Chrissy's Pride is fourth. DJ's Amy out moving fifth. Kill Karen Elspeth comes behind her with cover. Solar Night is on the rail. Then it is Esker Eve. Hard Times on the outside. Glen Cove Alice trailing as they come to the half. And the leader is Island Heather. Island Heather with DJ's Amy at her wheel racing second. Titled Blaze has third. Kill Karen Elspeth racing fourth. They were by the half, 1:02 and 3, and around the turn they go driving to the 5/8. Island Heather, the leader, up and at her on the outside. Racing on the second goes DJ's Amy. Up the backstretch, Island Heather by a head. DJ's Amy outside second. Kilkerran Elspeth going out 3 wide, racing on third. Title Blaze is fourth. Solar Knight racing fifth. Maritime Pipeline, they are by the 3/4 into the top turn. DJ's Amy now the leader. Kilkerran Elspeth racing second. Solar Knight wide, 3 wide, racing on to third. Maritime Pipeline now third between horses. Solar Knight is fourth. Island Heather's racing fifth. They swing 4 home. DJ's Amy, Kilkerran Elspeth, Maritime Pipeline, Solar Knight off stride. Coming to the line, it is DJ's Amy and Kilkerran Elspeth. Here they are at the line. DJ's Amy, Kilkerran Elspeth, then the Maritime Pipeline, and Esker Eve gets fourth. The time for the mile, 2:05.1. And parading now, the winner of the Atlantic Sire Stakes 2-year-old filly pace. It's number 1A, DJ's Amy. She's a daughter of Knightley Blue Chip from Dwayne's Jane. Many of you here will remember Dwayne's Jane, racing for the late Francis McIsaac. The filly is owned by Bert Henveld of Montague, Prince Edward Island. She's trained and driven by Bill Hicken. It's her second winning trip this season. This afternoon, 2:05.1. DJ's Amy starting from a trailing position, working her way up through and winning in 2:05.1. Our congratulations to Bert Henveld and to trainer driver Bill Hicken. The result of the 9th race, now official Solar Knight was 5th. DJ's Amy, your race winner. Titled Blaze was 6th. Chrissy's Pride, 10th. Glen Cove Alice was 9th. Hard Times, 8th. Island Heather was 7th. Esker Eve, 4th. Kilkerran Elspeth, 2nd. Maritime Pipeline was 3rd. Race times, the quarter, 30 1/5. The half, 1:02 3. 3/4, 1:34 2. And the mile in 2:05.1. Quinella 18 paid 37.10. The Exactor 18 paid 82.50. And we're all set now for the 10th race. Field at 9, approaching the top of the stretch. We have Gramps Champ with Tommy Mason. April Power, Wayne Watson. Cambridge Dan with Doug Beckwith. Gaytime Judge and Ivan Davies. Skipton K, Steve Trites. Glittering Bird, Tony Haig. Willoway Spats with Wally Hennessy. Try Be Mighty, Ross McDonald, and Ball Diamond with Steve Mahar. And here they come. They're off, and Cambridge Dan bids for has the lead. In between horses on the rail, Gramps Champ. Then Gaytime Judge is outside 3 wide, racing on 3rd. Up on the rail, April Power is 4th. Skipton K is outside 3 wide, 5th. Willoway Spats moves up in between horses. Ball Diamond's on the rail. Glittering Bird and Try Be Mighty trails, but is moving as they race on 3 wide to the quarter. It is Cambridge Dan now with Gaytime Judge outside of him, racing 2nd. And then Gramps Champ has a 3rd. They race on by the quarter, and they were by that marker in 31 4. Round the top turn, Cambridge Dan with Gaytime Judge. Up on the outside, Cambridge Dan by a head. Gaytime Judge parked 2nd. Gramps Champ Blaze 3rd. Skipton K 4th on the rail. Try Be Mighty outside now, moving 5th behind him. Willoway Spats. Then it's April Power, Ball Diamond, and Glittering Bird as they come to the half. And they're by the half with Cambridge Dan in command. And Gaytime Judge takes cover behind them, racing 2nd. They were by the half in 3 1. Around the turn, they race to the 5/8 Cambridge Dan. Gaytime Judge is 2nd. Try Be Mighty. Up on the outside now, racing 3rd. Gramps Champ has 4th. Willoway Spats is racing 5th. Ball Diamond goes to 6th. Then it's Skipton K, April Power, Glittering Bird as they race on to the 3/4 in Cambridge Dan. Out now but 2 1/2. Gaytime Judge racing 2nd. Try Be Mighty is 3rd. 1:35 3 by the 3/4. Around the top turn, it is Cambridge Dan, Gaytime Judge 2nd. Gramps Champ driving 3rd. Skipton K is 4th. April Power comes up 5th on the inside. Try Be Mighty and Ball Diamond, and they swing for home. Cambridge Dan and Gate Time Judge and Gramps Chap. It is Cambridge Dan, Gate Time Judge. Here they are at the line. Cambridge Dan, Gate Time Judge. Skipton K gets third. And the time for the mile, 2:07 and 4. The result of the 10th race now official. Gramps Chap finished fourth, was placed third. April Power finished fifth, was placed fourth. Cambridge Dan, your race winner. Gate Time Judge was second. Skipton K finished third, was placed seventh. Set back for interference to number 8, Try Beam.